Watch Party of the Day, and it's Bengals Mania. You can't escape it. Not even if you put on a suit, a nice dress, and gone to a wedding. Here's a wedding party fully engaged, not on the dance floor, Shay, but watching the conclusion of the Bengals win to advance to the AFC Championship game over the Titans.
Now, you have to preface this by saying this was in Cincinnati, wasn't this wedding?
I don't have any information on where it was.
Okay,
I just know that they weren't involved in the love on the dance floor and with the nuptials.
I'm okay with this.
The Bengals.
I'm okay with the celebration at a wedding if this wedding's in Cincinnati, the bride and groom are Bengals fans, like, of course.
If this is our wedding, Chicago Bears are on.
I'm okay with it.
You're okay with all the attendees watching the Chicago Bears in the playoffs, as opposed to being on the dance floor and admiring your beauty?
Yes, at the very end of the game, I'm okay with it because Chicago Bears in the playoffs just feels like such a distant memory to me at this point. Let's welcome in Mike Tannenbaum. Maybe he could weigh in on the situation. Mike, do you agree or disagree that watching a football game, the playoffs, at a wedding is acceptable?
It's a galvanizing event. I mean, it just adds to the memory and the legacy, so I'm all for it. The juxtaposition of that is to get married in the end of June where it's 400 degrees and people are passing out, which is what we experienced. That was back when my wife was Penn State tough, and now she's soft as a grape living in Florida. So I digress.
We also got married in June to avoid these kinds of situations. All right, let's talk about the weekend that we saw, though, in the NFL. Quite frankly, probably the best weekend ever in the NFL playoff history.
I think that hyperbole fits.
It totally fits because it's the first time we've ever seen four scores that decided a game in this round. Okay, so if you have to take a step back now, Mike, and I know this is a hard question, but overall, what impressed you the most from this weekend?
You know, I got to think it's Patrick Mahomes, guys. There's 13 seconds to go. It's unbelievable what they were able to do. If we go back a week ago, there was 14 seconds for the Cowboys. They run a quarterback sneak, and it was over. And it shows you the value of timeouts. But those two plays that he made with 13 seconds, and there's a great axiom, which is it's about players sometimes, not plays. And it was Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and they have an incredible kicker. But to do what they did with 13 seconds, it's just unbelievable. I don't think we'll ever, in a generation, guys, see that again.
Yeah, no doubt.
Underdogs going into championship weekend. You expect it to be the 49ers and the Bengals there. Which underdog has the best chance to arrive in the Super Bowl there in L.A.?
Reminder of what he's wearing. Mike T, be gentle.
Jordan,
this would be a Bengal Tiger.
Yeah, I know. Jordan, I know you're going to put me on double secret probation, but I got to go with the 49ers. You know, it's just the familiarity. You know, it's an opponent they've really played well against. I think it's either 5 or 6 games in a row. They've actually played very well in SoFi. And Jimmy Garoppolo, by far, is the worst quarterback of the 4 that are left. So your Bengals do have a shot. But I just love what the 49ers are doing right now. And Deebo Samuel has really become an incredible weapon. So just for familiarity, I like the 49ers this week against the Rams.
Mike T, Marcus Spears, top of our power rankings of NFL analysts. I think Marcus Spears just moved ahead of Mike T.
Oh, see, look
it's
how he does
unbelievable.
it. So quickly, Mike T.
I mean,
that's the thing.
He doesn't care. He's like, whatever.
He's like, whatever. I got to speak the truth.
Here.
All right, let's go to the Green Bay Packers. It was a rough weekend for them, not only losing to the 49ers, but now Aaron Rodgers and the Packers are 0-4 against the Niners in the postseason. So that's not good news. And, of course, now here we are talking about what's going to happen with Aaron Rodgers as he continues along this drama-filled journey, no doubt. What do you think Aaron Rodgers' future looks like?
You know, to me, there's a lot of similarity with what happened with Tom Brady, where Tom went to Tampa Bay to become fulfilled not only on the field but off the field. So if I'm the Packers, I'm approaching Aaron Rodgers by saying, hey, look, you're not the GM, but we want your input. We want to hear what you think we should do with the roster. We'll talk to you about practice schedules, making sure that you're well rested, you know, just in terms of getting you through the season. And I think that's a subtle and important difference, guys, because what I'm trying to say to Aaron Rodgers is you don't have to go to Denver or to Vegas or some other team to feel validated. Like, let's do that right here. And unlike Brett Favre and Tom Brady and Joe Montana, why don't you be drafted by the Packers and retire a Packer?
Yeah, that's a really good point. I know he said he doesn't want to be part of a rebuild. Maybe if they can keep all those places in Green Bay, it's going to be hard with that
salary
salary
like a little bit of a goodbye to me in that post-game sound from Aaron Rodgers. But one thing we know is free agency, guys at the end of their careers with the opportunity to move, you can never predict it.
It's a good point by Mike T, too. All right, Mike T, thanks so much for the time. We appreciate it, buddy.
All right, guys. Thank you.
See ya.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.